Everyone talks about Jupiter, Florida like it's perfect. Beautiful beaches, laid-back vibe, best place to live in Florida. But here's the real question. Is living in Jupiter actually worth it in 2026? Or is it one of those places that sounds better than it is? Because behind those palm trees and ocean views, there are some trade-offs that most people don't find out until they live here. Stay with me. By the end of this video, you'll know if Jupiter is your dream town or a very expensive mistake. Hi there, my name's Melanie Gunning and I am your Florida real estate guide. And today we're doing an honest, real-world breakdown of Jupiter, Florida for 2026. This video is for you if you're thinking about moving to Florida or considering Palm Beach County, or if you're choosing between Jupiter, Palm Beach Gardens, Stewart, or even further north. This is not a sales pitch. This is what living here actually feels like, the good, the bad, and the things that people don't post on Instagram. Let's start with the reason why most people fall in love with Jupiter in the first place. Pro number one, the natural beauty is not the hype. Let's just get this out of the way. Jupiter is genuinely beautiful. You've got clearer water than most of South Florida, wide beaches that do not feel overcrowded, the Loxahatchee River, the Jupiter Inlet, and natural preserves everywhere. People often say things like it feels more coastal and natural, and that is true. You're not surrounded by high rises, you don't feel boxed in. You see water, greenery, and sky. But here's the con that's attached to all that beauty. A lot of Jupiter's charm comes from very strict development rules, which is going to mean things like a very limited housing supply, fewer new construction options, and higher prices across the board. Yes, it's very beautiful, but that beauty is going to come with a cost. So con number one is the cost of living is real, and it's the biggest shock for most people. Jupiter is not cheap Florida, it's not even close. Housing prices are very high. Property taxes will add up. Insurance can be eye-opening. People moving from the Midwest, the Carolinas, or even inland Florida often say things like, we knew it was going to be more expensive, but we didn't really realize how much. And it's not just housing. Everyday life costs more. Dining, services, contractors, and even casual entertainment. So the pro side of this, higher costs are also going to mean things like well-maintained areas, strong property values, and a very long-term demand. If you're budget sensitive, Jupiter is going to feel very tight very quick. Pro number two is a strong sense of community. One thing that Jupiter does very well is an exponential community feel. It isn't a transparent party town. People actually live here. You'll notice things like locals being here for decades, families that stay long-term, events that feel very neighborhood focused, farmers markets, school events, local restaurants where people know your name. It feels very personal. The downside, that tight community can also feel very closed. Big cities, Jupiter can feel small fast. Everyone knows everyone. And privacy can feel very limited in certain neighborhoods. Con number two, traffic is a daily conversation. So let's talk about that traffic. Jupiter does not have Miami-level gridlock, but for a town its size, traffic can be very frustrating. The issues are limited east-west roads, heavy seasonal population, and construction that seems to feel constant. During peak season, a short drive can double. Locals will tell you things like plan your errands, avoid certain roads at certain times. But there's an upside. Once you learn the patterns, it's manageable. And compared to further south in South Florida, it still feels calmer. But if traffic stresses you out, this is something that you need to consider. Are you planning a move to Stewart, Florida, or anywhere in Martin County? Before you spend hours Googling, my team and I have done all of the heavy lifting for you. We have created a complete relocation guide that covers everything from local employers to schools and hospitals, and many insider tips that you just won't find anywhere else. The best part about it, it is completely free. Just hit the link in the description or the top pinned comment and grab your copy today. Pro number three is the beach life is actually lived. In Jupiter, the beach is not something that's visited, it is part of daily life. You'll see people on morning walks, paddleboarding before work, sunset bike rides, casual weekday beach days. It's not flashy, it's just routine. And of course, that's why people love it. And the downside. Beach proximity is going to affect things like insurance, flood zone considerations, and long-term maintenance. Living near the water is incredible, but it requires long-term planning and budgeting. Con number 3 is limited housing options. This surprises a lot of buyers. Jupiter does not have endless housing options. You're going to find things like older homes, renovated properties at premium prices, and very limited new construction. If you're looking for brand new communities, identical floor plans, or lots of inventory, you will struggle in Jupiter. There is an upside. That limited supply will help protect your value. Homes don't sit long when they're selling, and demand stays strong. But flexibility is going to matter, and you often need to compromise. Pro number 4 is it is great for retirees and families. Jupiter appeals to 2 groups especially well: families and retirees. Schools are generally well regarded, neighborhoods feel safe, activities are outdoors and healthy. For retirees, Jupiter offers quiet living, access to healthcare, active but relaxed days. But the downside, if you're in your 20s, looking for nightlife, or want a fast social zone, Jupiter can feel very slow. Hey there, it's Mulaney Gunning, and I love making these videos, but what I love even more is actually helping people move to the Stewart, Port St. Lucie, and the Treasure Coast area. Whether you're relocating next week, next month, or even a year from now, I would love to walk you through the process. My contact information is on the screen, and it's also located in the description. Do not hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to help. Con number 4, the nightlife is very limited. Let's be honest, Jupiter's gonna go to bed early. You're gonna find great restaurants, waterfront bars, and casual live music. You won't find clubs, late night scenes, or high energy nightlife. Most evenings are gonna wrap up early. Many people think that's a pro, and for others, it's a deal breaker. Pro number 5 is long-term stability. One reason that people choose Jupiter is confidence. This town has strong long-term demand, limited overbuilding, and a reputation that holds. Even during market shifts, Jupiter remains desirable. People say things like it's a safe long-term cycle, and of course there's a downside. Stability is often going to mean less opportunity for cheap entry, fewer bargains, and slower appreciation spikes. You're buying that consistency, not speculation. So let's do a quick pro and con recap. And we're going to start with the pros. Beautiful natural environment, strong community feel, excellent beach lifestyle, not to mention the golf, family and retiree friendly, long-term desirability. And the cons: high cost of living, limited housing inventory, traffic during peak season, quiet nightlife, and it's not ideal for budget buyers. No place is perfect, and fit is going to matter more than hype. Jupiter is great for people who value lifestyle over nightlife, want long-term stability, love nature and the outdoors, if you're raising a family or even retiring, and you don't mind paying for quality. It may not be right for you if you need constant entertainment, want affordable housing, prefer urban density, hate traffic delays. And that's okay. So is living in Jupiter worth it in 2026? For the right people, absolutely. For the wrong, it could be frustrating very fast. If you're thinking about relocating to Jupiter or anywhere in Palm Beach County, please leave a comment below. Tell me where you're moving from or what you're deciding between. If this video helped, make sure you subscribe. More honest Florida living breakdowns are on the way. And my name is Mulaney Gunning, and I am your Florida real estate guide, and I'll see you on the next home tour.